What's up, guys? It's Dallas, aka Soup City, aka Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, Texas. And today I'm very excited. I'm opening up a booster box of Battle of Omni BT5 for Digimon. This set is super good. There's just so much to look forward to in this set. Oh my goodness, perfect. I am really stoked to be playing some blue. Now I'm blanking on the name, Hex Blaumon. So that's a really cool card to get a pre-release card of, and then Manitimon, Manatee. Words are hard. Anyway, kind of have to speed through this box, but I am very much looking forward to so many of the cards in this set. Like I said, and I'm honestly not sure. I don't think there's really like a consensus of like what the most expensive card is, because there are so many different Omnimon in this set, as well as multiple alternate arts. So I don't know if there's going to be like a ultimate chase card of everyone in this set. You know, it's not like Alt Art Lucimon for the last set, or just one Omnimon, or just one alternate art Omnimon. For this set, there's multiple. So we will just crack this open and hope for the best. And for our tamer, for the we got Errata Sonata. So this is definitely some Diaboromon stuff. I really like that they have these full art tamer cards. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that sealed because maybe someone will want to trade for that sealed. So without further ado, let's get into the packs. So normally I go through like each individual card, or at least kind of initially if it's the first time we're seeing the cards, but I don't really have the time right now, so I'm just gonna kind of speed through and then talk about some of the more notable cards. So Kurisarimon for Diaboromon stuff, Agumon, lots of Agumon support. The Starmon line is going to be pretty solid. I love Digimon. Look at this great card. Digimon World, the original for the PlayStation, is one of my all-time favorite games, and this is so reminiscent of that. So, ooh, Megidramon off the bat for the first rare, and Metal Garurumon. Nice. So pretty solid rares. A lot of solid rares in this set, honestly. I think I'll keep the rares over here, and then just put the commons right here. So I've seen a couple of box openings so far for early openings. This is actually pre-release weekend, so at least at the time that I'm opening this, we'll see when I'll actually be able to upload this video. But so this is pre-release, so not many videos out right now. But from what I've seen of people opening up, oh, I got another Errata Sonata and Terriermon Assistant. People really like this card for the Digiburst 1, but to me it's like I would rather just hard play Tentomon. Like, it's essentially the same effect, but you have to like Digiburst out of the raisin area. So like, it seems like Tentomon has more value to me personally, but I do like Terriermon, one of my all-time favorite Digimon. But as I was saying, the set is the same as like has the same ratios, like 7 super rares and 2 alt arts or secret rares. So I'm really looking forward to this line of this is essentially a second level 4 black Greymon that if you have reboot you get jamming. So you could run 8 of these in your deck. So a lot more consistency for black Starmons. I don't understand why this is the only Digimon, at least that I'm aware of, that has an S at the end of Mon. So it's like plural, Starmons, plural. But anyway, this is going to be a good card for yellow, because you can, for each Digimon that you have in play, you can negative 1,000 DP, and then with Lord Nightmon, you can kind of stack that together. Monochromon as the the 1-drop blocker for red. And Piximon, love that. Pikmon, another good Digitama for yellow. Transcendent Sword, very cool. Ooh, nice Wargreymon as a rare. And Balukomon, nice. So now we've got two Balukomon with the pre-release stamp. Stoked about that. So here are the memory counters if you're interested in that. Black and white, pretty classy stuff. So yeah, really solid support, I think, for every color. I feel like there have been some sets that have been a little skewed, and you could definitely argue that, and I think most people would argue that Lord Nightmon yellow is still going to be the favorite color for the set. Mechanorimon, I'm stoked about this. A blocker that can just unsuspend itself every time it deletes a Digimon by blocking. And it's a 4 to drop, like 3 to digivolve, so that's not great, but just a 4 to drop, so more than likely you're going to want to just hard play that, and that'll be a consistent blocker. Paledramon, very nice for the Hexblaumon line. Black Mock Gaugumon, the other one that I was talking about for the Gaugumon line. Good support for black. Zeegrumon, a lot of people or Zeegreymon rather. Yeah, seems like an interesting red. This one has Blitz, and I'm blanking on the other big one, but red is getting some interesting support too. So Ty and Matt as a tamer, and for the first SR, Tactimon. I feel like this is probably like one of the least hyped of the SRs anyway. There is a lot of pretty solid purple support that's coming out in this set. But I think Tactimon is kind of one of the SRs, if not the SR, that's kind of like the least hyped anyway. It could still be viable, but I honestly don't know too much about that. Karamon. Siakomon, Nightmon, another really solid card for yellow. Digimon, love that. Sumamon, Superstarmon, Catastrophe Cannon, and Argomon. So this is a really interesting rare. Try to get that focused on there. You can Digizorp for 2, so it's only a 2 to evolve level 6, which is already super good. And when digivolving, suspend all your opponent's tamers. All turns, your opponent's tamers can't unsuspend. So if this, as long as this is on the board, you essentially negate all of the tamer effects that will suspend to activate, which is very valuable. And that and I want to say Sword or one of the Omnimons, I'm blanking on it right now, are the first cards that are actually interacting with tamers. So tamers are not completely free anymore. Free from, safe, I guess. Infirmon, Takumi Aiba. This is a really solid tamer for just extra draw power, for consistency for all decks, because it's a white tamer, and then all turns, all level 3 Digimon gain 1 attacking, lose 1 memory. So this is really good for countering Rookie Rush, or even if it's not a real Rookie Rush deck, anything that's going to utilize getting out a lot of level 3. So that could even be like, yellow. Omni Shoutmon. So yeah, it's the Shoutmon line that I was thinking about for the red. Seems like some pretty interesting stuff. There's always going to be favorite decks or most hyped decks, or considered the most viable. But I think that all of the colors get a lot of solid support. So blue and red, these are the last colors to finally get this 1 cost to Digivolve blocker, and I'm super stoked about Koalamon. So Koatmon, another good searcher for yellow. This Weedmon, I love this not only because it also has some awesome Digimon World 1 references in the artwork with the one of the most infuriating but kind of fun parts of the game where you try to like sell in the store, and Weedmon is like notoriously just a stickler and unhappy about everything that you try to sell them and the prices. So that's really funny. But it also is super good because it's essentially a Vegemon. You four to drop, super cheap. 1 to Digivolve, super cheap. Not a lot of DP, but the inheritable is when this is trashed due to activating the Digimon's Digiburst, gain 1 memory. So that's going to add a ton of consistency, and like Green's strength is it's super cheap and to turbo, and that's just going to add more to that. Spyro Masquerade, another great card for yellow. Neptunemon, very cool. Cheap to Digivolve, level 6, and it can't be attacked. So Mega Digimon Fusion. So this is a great card for Digivolving to Omnimon for free, essentially. But then you have to return it back to the owner's, the bottom of the owner's deck. So, and Diaboromon as a rare, very nice. I forgot that this is a rare and not an SR. So, like I said, just super stacked box, or set rather. Even the rares. I mean, every set really has some pretty solid rares, but this one a lot. Commandramon, more Commandramon support. So I think there's like you could run like 16 level 3 Commandramon, and this one's a blocker, so that'll just add some consistency to Commandramon D Brigade stuff. So looking forward to that, trying that out. Yokomon, another good Digiburst. Your Digimon gets 2000 DP for the turn. So definitely, like, if you ask me, the Digitamamon, the Digitama for green Digiburst stuff. So OTK green or Sarasmon, nice. So we're Gurumon Sagittarius mode, and Sora and Joe Keto. So this is definitely going to be good for the Hexblaumon stuff. And if you're trying to run like a Garurumon or Ancient Garurumon stuff, Sagittarius mode would be pretty solid for that. Moving right along. Alright, got Floramon. I love the artwork for these cards too. Like, this is hands down like the best artwork of any card game that I've seen anyway. Chris Paildramon, the other, I think that's a third of the 4 for the Hexblaumon line. Rosemon, very cool. Black War Growlmon. This is a pretty hyped, solid rare, level 5 for purple stuff. You may delete one of your other Digimon, which is what purple wants to do, to unsuspend this Digimon. So good for your level 6s. And Chaos Gallantmon. Well, how fitting to have those cards back to back. Very, very cool. I personally don't have the big brain to be able to really play purple super well, but I really like a lot of the purple cards. And Chaos Gallantmon is a super cool card, and I know people are hyped for it. So very cool to have that. And we got Megidramon too, so I know those cards can interact pretty well together. Dorbikamon, interesting, but very cool. I love just any extra full art cards that we can get, that not just SRs. I think it's cool that they do that. Guiamon, so we got almost the whole gang. Nokia Shiramini, another solid white tamer. So really good for any Agumon or Gabumon line stuff, and Omnimon. So interesting to see another Terrymon assistant. Interesting to see, interested to see how people are going to use all these tamers. There's so many different tamers now, and now that we're getting white tamers added that are not, just, I mean, white is its own color essentially for, Omnimons and essentially level 7s mostly. But it's interesting to have some more just like essentially colorless tamers to the mix to see how people will use those. Shademon, people aren't super hyped on this, but I think that this is really interesting for any sort of security control stuff, because it's a security Digimon that's also a blocker. So you hit this in your security, your opponent hits this in your security, then you get to put it out, a free blocker for just free blocker on your field, which I think is super valuable. Warumanzimon is, I believe, the first 2 to Digivolve level 5 for black. I think every other color has had this already. So good stuff for a little more turboing in black, which is definitely needed in Earthshaker. I don't know that for the black decks that I'm interested in running, I don't know that I would rather run Warumanzimon over other level 5s, because I think that there's just more value in some of the other cards. But it is nice to just be able to have some, like, the option, you know? And it's also just a 5 to hard play. 5 cost to hard play, so more speed that through hard playing as well. So Mori Shellmon, Rowdy Rocker, Bancho Lilymon. It's more like green stuff that people are interested in. So a third Errata Sonata. Oh my goodness! So this is our secret rare Omnimon X Antibody. This is sick. This is like a alt art for Antibody, which is a secret rare. Alt art, secret rare. And not only that, but it's in this style of like the old retro cards. My goodness. I don't know for a fact. I'll put the price on the screen, at least currently. But I believe that this has got to be one of, if not the most expensive card in this set. So this is hype. Let's go. I wish I had some sleeves on me. Unfortunately, I don't. But I'm going to take extra special care of that card. That is beautiful. Wow, love that. And we're only halfway through the box. Let's keep it going. So we've only gotten 3 SRs or secret rares so far. So this second half of the box is about to be stacked. Izzy and Mimi, another solid new tamer for green. And Sakuyamon, very cool. Interesting yellow stuff. The whole Renamon yellow line. I believe it's interacting with your opponents. I think your opponent's security Digimon get, yep, all of your opponent's Digimon get, security Digimon get -1000. So kind of the opposite of like the yellow TK starter deck stuff of increasing your security, but decreasing your opponent's. So that's something with like War Greymon and Lord Nightmon. 11,000 DP can, you know, die to a lot of things in security. So a little added safety for them. Metal Greymon Alterous mode. Ooh, yes! I have completed the Hexblow line. Super stoked about this. I know people are pretty excited to play Hexblaumon. I want to say that I heard that this is the first thing, like any sort of Digimon media, that Hexblaumon has appeared in. I don't think it's in any video games or cartoons or anime. So interesting that there's like so much hype around it. It is pretty cool, and it's an interesting game mechanic that I have seen be successful in Japan. So looking forward to trying that out for myself. So another Nokia Shiramine and Black War Greymon. I'm very excited for this card personally. I don't think it's definitely not all that hyped. But if you watch my Black Sword and Shield deck profile that kind of was surrounded around the promo Black War Greymon, I think this is going to be an even better option for that deck, because it inherently has security +1, which is kind of part of the gimmick for it, and it also already has reboot. So like, it's just going to be a lot more consistent for black stuff with the Greymon line, with the giving it jamming and security +1 with the Metal Greymon, and the addition of the Black Algamon line too. So I'm personally looking forward to trying that out. Piximon, love that. I think that kind of looks like the Digimon world again. So this is I think we just got that in the last pack, or the one before that. Another Alterous mode. And Omnimon Zwart. Let's go. This is another super hyped card for the deck. So this is just an SR. It's not a secret rare. The other secret rare is the different Omnimon. So it's Omnimon Zwart Defeat. But this is going to be super good for both purple and black. So stoked to get that. And I'm going to be interested to see what the price and the value of these cards will end up being. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of volatile. It's going to be a very volatile market, I guess, for the cards. Things are going to start really high and then drop. Alt delete, just a board wipe card. 10 play Renamon for rares. Moving right along. Gotta keep going quick. Starmon's Royal Nuts. Shademon, Koromon, something's peeking here. Whistling, another interesting, gonna be a really solid green card. And Metal Garurumon. So this is the other black Digimon that I'm excited for, because it also has inherent reboot for it, so for like added consistency for the reboot advantages, but it also has removal, Digiburst 2, and to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less, so pretty solid. And if there's no Digimon that was deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So really interesting card, and I'm excited to try that out. I think it's going to be pretty good. But I haven't heard too much hype about it. Crisp Haildramon. I'm pretty sure pretty well on our way to finish that set. Omnimon Shoutmon, and here is the SR for that line. Shoutmon DX. So more Blitz stuff, and looks like deleting Digimon with 5,000 DP or less, so very nice there. The last 5 packs here. Gonna cruise through this. Marimon, I love that artwork. Black War Growlmon, and another Takumi Aiba. So some solid duplicates that we're getting, and it's nice that, you know, when you open up a whole booster box, I definitely encourage getting the booster box. Like, you may get better odds of, you know, getting more SRs by opening individual packs, but you know that you're at least guaranteed the 7 SRs and the 2 secrets or alt arts. So I think the value is here in the booster boxes if you can get them. Ramon and another Whistling. And not only that, but I think every time that I've opened a booster box, just in a single booster box, and that's usually what I do, is just open one booster box, I've been able to get a play set of like the commons and uncommons for the most part. So that's also another bonus of that. Greymon, another Belucamon, and Omnimon, just a regular red and blue Omnimon with Blitz. I'm very excited to try that out as an addition to my Imperial Dramon Blue deck, as just like an extra swing, because although Blitz, I found this out recently, although Blitz doesn't allow you to unsuspend a Digimon, his when Digivolving effect does let it unsuspend. So you can get all those swings in with Imperial Dramon, and then use its effect to just unsuspend itself and swing. All right, very close to done. Argomon, and here's the second secret. We got both the secrets. Omnimon Zwart Defeat. Super excited about that. And the final card, final pack rather. Digimon. And for the final rares, we got another Diaboromon and another Soren Jokido. I think this was an awesome box, honestly. I mean, see if we can get all of these in the picture here. Lots of great rares, and our hits were definitely some of the best hits in the box. So please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe on this video and to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.